Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Map 2 is coming up here, and it's between Astralis and Navi for the last semi-finals here. Next up, after this, is the grand finals, obviously, with FaZe already waiting. Yes. They're going to face one of these two teams. Astralis already took the first map, and it was a bit too one-sided, I thought, you know?
Navi's pick.
16-8. Yeah, and it was Navi's pick, you're right. This is not good.
No, definitely not if you're Navi. You threw that overpass pick in there to really try and mess with Astralis. You're thinking, we're strong on the map, this is what we can do. Turns out that Astralis are also strong on the map, and they just completely rolled through you in the end. Once they started to get control of the situation, it just felt like Navi were never able to really have a say in matters, and that Astralis just carried it on from there. That device, whopping headshot to deny the plant. I mean, it's just unreal. What happened to Navi? Now you're going into Astralis' pick, which is nuke. So we're going to get to see, really, where Navi are at on this map right now, because I don't feel like we get to see them play it too often.
You know, I think it's going to be really tough. I actually don't often say this, but you think some of this could come down to the knife round itself, which is going live right now. Start on the CT side, and maybe they will have a good chance of it. Actually, Astralis are just decimating them, aren't they?
Tough, because now, yep, it's...
Good banter.
Top bants. It's going to be Navi most likely starting on T side, unless C's can come with something heroic here, but it's not meant to be. Bit of a harumph.
And they are going to swap immediately. Now, the big question is, how well prepared are they for this? And I wonder, I mean, it used to be that people would always say, well, no, we never play nuke. And people kept saying it even though there was nowhere near the same lineup. So I got kind of tired of that at one point because it was, you know, it was just sort of a carryover from the other team that had Zeus and the original 1.6 Navi lineup, which, yes, never played nuke. And sort of famously, even in Global Offensive, lost a couple of tournaments because it was the third map and they just couldn't do anything. Or I think even the fifth map in a best of 5 sometimes.
Well, I think it was Cologne when they played against Fnatic, and it was just like
horrible.
Neither of them played nuke, and it just turned into the most chaotic mess of a map ever.
It's just, it's always been dangerous, but this is a different lineup, so gotta hope that they are more prepared and better on it in general. You see the huddles going on. Glaive doing a fair bit of the talking, as you can tell.
Yeah, you got the endgame leader, basically. He's going to be trying to lay down the law a little bit. Some bananas, key. Got to keep that energy up, being delivered. Not surprised. All right, and so we begin.
There would be, I think, a certain satisfaction in having Karrigan play against this whole team in the finals. You know, there's something going on there that would just be an interesting match, and how much can he read them tactically? I mean, I think that's what I'm going to look for in that finals.
Not only that, but the matchups. Alu versus Device would be like just nuts.
Nico versus everybody.
Basically, Nico versus the world. I mean, you would have some crazy fights going on there. Yep, get the bananas, get that energy, guys. Gotta stay healthy.
It's going to be coming up after. Well, we don't know if it's this map or the next. I think so much is going to be decided in the first half of this half, just because Navi probably do need a pretty strong start here. On the other hand, I mean, you win the pistol on T side, then you're sort of halfway there.
Yeah.
You win a bit more, you're looking pretty good already, you know. So
you got guys eating the bananas right now just to have that food in their bellies, that energy. But what I'm surprised is I don't see more pros actually have like bags of almonds with them, you know, unsalted almonds. Because that's also an excellent source of like slow release energy. You eat a few of those per hour, right, just to maintain. You would think.
I'm calling it out right now, Semmler. You're going to have at least 10 self-made nutritionists that are messaging right now on Twitter saying, you're wrong, you're wrong. I've read this, you know.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Please,
the experts.
Please come at me.
The experts, they're coming.
Where did I get that from? I got it from a chess grandmaster who used to go and mess everybody up. And what did he do? He ate almonds every hour to just maintain, you know, solid energy. I think that's a key. Yeah, man. Dude, it's like, what do you think the Snickers commercial is all about?
Was he good before he ate almonds?
Clearly, it's in the almonds.
All right.
Clearly, it's in the almonds.
Excellent. We are going to be heading into the game here. Good luck. Have fun has been called. It's Navi and Astralis' second map here, the second semi-finals. And we are on nuke with Astralis starting on the CT side and Navi on the T side. And so far, armor on everybody, simple. Not going to take one for the team either, so all Glock armor. And same on the other side. Interesting.
So, oh, well, that's unfortunate.
What are they doing?
Synchronized. It's basically like synchronized swimming. except on asphalt.
It's like one of those weird Japanese walking videos where they all walk in suits on the street.
Dude, yes, Genki Sudo's a boss, man.
It's interesting. I feel like the first video was fun, and then when 100,000 more of them got posted, then I was like, it's not that much fun, you know? They are just walking, so everyone calm down.
It's the coordination, man. It's also just the fact that it's Genki Sudo. I mean, have you ever seen that guy fight?
No.
That was the thing. He had this like mad, crazy style going on. It was, I think he was in the Octagon or UFC, right? But he was mainly before that, and he was just like he would like backhand guys and just do all these flips and all sorts of stuff like that. Basically, it's just like he had a really eccentric style when it came to fighting, and then he just carried that on over into obviously like the synchronized dancing and the singing and all that sort of stuff.
What a career move!
But his whole message is, you know, it's just like we are all one, right? He'd have his flag with all the flags, all the national flags on it at the end of every fight, just waving that around. We are all one.
All right. Hopefully we've got the server figured out. I think they are just going to restart the round real quick, and then hopefully that will be it. When you have no utility and you're playing on the T side of nuke, there are a lot of questions that suddenly raise themselves because there are a lot of problems that can occur later on. For one, how do you get the bomb down? Especially if you go to the B bomb site, how do you not get shut down from, you know, from toxic or from the vent or from any of the doors that are there? There's so many angles in the B bomb site. If you try and run straight into the A bomb site, it would, I think, still be preferable just one flashbang, anything to make them turn around. And if you go yard, you're going to be fighting long range with the USP. So
I think it's ramp straight down onto B.
Yeah,
that's got to be the idea here.
That probably is the safest way when you don't have anything. But then the B bomb plant becomes an issue. I'm not saying it can't be done, but
it's going to be all about headshots, really. You have to. Okay, get the kills. What the hell is going on?
We got kicked off the server, Semmler.
Yeah, we got kicked out of the game, Anders. Like, this is next level.
It's a bit rude.
One thing is, at least both teams, neither of them obviously showed anything to the other, so they can just stick to the game plan. They don't have to change up on the fly, spur of the moment sort of thing.
And for the Astralis team, a similar problem presents itself just in reverse, which is that if the bomb does go down, you need the smokes, and not to speak of the defuse kit. So, I mean, if Na'Vi can get into B and put the bomb down, there's so much pressure on Astralis to actually defuse the bomb, because they, at least according to buying that round before the server timed out, they didn't have anything either.
Yeah, a bit surprising to not see somebody with the kit on CT side, at least. Because yeah, that kit, that P250, smoke, flash, you know, you can change it up a little bit once you have that kit player in the lineup. That is a shiny trophy.
It is incredibly so. I think we could see the cameraman earlier today.
All right, we'll get there eventually, boys. I think we're done. I think we're starting, and here we go. We are live with the pistol round. Second map between Astralis and Na'Vi in the second semifinals. This could potentially decide who goes on to face off against FaZe in the grand finals, Anders. This map right here at the moment.
Oh, Dupree, they open the door, he closes it back up, and oh my god, he takes down Seized. Bangs right through the door. That's unfortunate. Whatever they were selling, he just wasn't interested. Now he's up on the hut instead. What a disaster. They need it seized. No utility still. And now they're just hoping, I think, that Astralis are going to come and peek somewhere. Anywhere. Sip is down in the ramp room, and this will be Device next in line. Taking down Edward. Bomb all the way back there by the trophy room. 3 versus 5. I'm not sure I agree with the lack of utility. I certainly agree with the idea of sort of sneaking around with the Glocks. I would have wanted them to run for this, especially after the kill on Seized. A 3 on 5 here. 48 seconds, and the Astralis don't have to do anything. They can just wait, and eventually it'll sort itself out. Making their way towards the B-bomb site. Sipnik's down in Toxic. Guardian picking up the kill on Glaive there, but Device with another return. Flamey sees the opportunity, and Dupree doesn't hear the door open. There's a kill coming through now. 25 seconds, and Guardian, has he made his way back up? I think he has, but he goes down with the bomb with 20 seconds. Flamey gets the kill, and I don't think it even matters.
Now, what is this madness? 15 seconds on Upper. Kierby already putting pot shots into Flamey. He's down to 37.
The bomb is just miles away. He couldn't have got to it with 17 seconds, so.
It's like, Blaze, kill me!
What a shame. Flamey going to have to make his way out so that he at least saves the armor. It doesn't get the loss bonus there. Wow, Astralis 1-0. A very weird round. It did. I don't think. If they get the kill on Dupree when they open that door, great. Then they probably just pop right into the bomb site. But when they closed the door, they had to have a backup plan for that one. My God.
Yeah, that's insane. The fact that it gets so chaotic after that shows that Na'Vi are still in this. They are not about to roll over.
C's just completely ready. Sir, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior? Definitely not.
You didn't realize he was speaking to a Dane.
Well, Glaive moving very close here towards the silo. Dupree's already gotten a kill. I'm not sure what device is this far back. It seems like Glaive is just alone up here, so probably needs to fall a bit forward. Instead, Flamey gets a headshot with a deagle. Weird coordination between Glaive and device. That looks really sloppy.
Especially Glaive. I mean, yes, let me walk into one-shot, headshot range of these pistols when we know they're going to be forcing. This makes perfect sense. Like, why not just hold the angle? Force them to come to you. At least then maybe you're trading 1-for-1. Oh, well. 4-on-4. It's not the end of the world. He only sacrificed a UMP. It's not like he gave up an M4. They're still waiting patiently here, Na'Vi, to see if somebody else on Astralis is going to make a mistake. Not going to happen with Device. At least he'll find one kill. Oh, I was just hoping that Edward would hit the wallbang there.
God, that was close. Dupree gets one in return. Seized, firing away and taking down Dupree. And now we're in a 2-on-2. Seized, making his way up. Going to put in a flashbang out of the yard. Device still staying alive with 13 health. They have the time, but the bomb is out there somewhere, so someone's going to have to go and help out. Edwards picked it up finally. Can they get it down and plant it somewhere? That's the big question right now. Sip sneaking his way in. Spots out Seized, but Seized. 4 health left. Gets the double kill. Now things are really tough for Device. Na'Vi fighting back early on in this half.
And the patience being demonstrated here by Device. Can he find anything to work with here? Is he just thinking, nope, back off and save it? It's looking like that. Got 13 HP. It's that.
Yeah.
Where is it? Did he think that he had a kid out there?
No, he just wanted the deagle, I think, and he's going to let the bomb go up. I mean, how is he going to walk into a bomb site when he doesn't really know where they are? If he had a smoke or something, or a smoke and a kit, maybe then it would have been worth the attempt. So, tying up the scoreline 1-1. Flamey with a double kill, Seized with a double kill. I think especially the last one was definitely a bit close to the edge. I can't even begin to explain how important that is for Na'Vi. What a turnaround. And again, I don't understand the positioning for Glaive and Device there, because Device wasn't actually covering Glaive's left-hand side. He was always going to be, I mean, never mind that he walked into the shot, but he was always going to be able to be shot from that angle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, some questionable decisions being made here. And so that leads to Astralis going into a force buy and a full buy for Na'Vi. All the rifles, apart from Guardian on the UMP, looking to farm up for that AWP as quickly as possible. So now, I mean, it's interesting because you would think that Astralis would have the lockdown on CT side, not really overextend, not really take unnecessary risks.
Max 7. Always nice to see it returning on nuke. Somewhere out there, and JW's watching, cracking a smile. Although he isn't playing aggressive hut with it, which was the terror that JW unleashed onto the metagame at some point. Third round here. Slow and patient play, and I like the yard idea here for Na'Vi. I think this is solid. When you've got the weapon advantage, this is not a bad idea. Device going to be peeking right into Seized. He was more than a little bit ready for it, although Glaive will do the damage in return.
Still gets the trade. Well done. And this should actually open things up here for Dupree. He's already wait, hold on. What was happening there? Okay, no, he rotated down through the vents, right? So based off that information, obviously they're going to give it up. Instead, just stay on the site. He's got that Mag 7, so he wants to close the gap. He wants to get in, but it's going to be a change up here from Na'Vi. They show secret at the start, but now it looks like they want to wrap through A main.
They take down Kirby. Dupree hiding in the vents. Can he find the actual angle for it? That's a great kill, and Dupree gets one with the Max 7 before he goes down. Look at the health that's left on Na'Vi. Oh no, this could be stolen away from them. They've just done so much work to get it to 1-1. If they lose this round 2v2, that's going to be definitely heartbreaking. Glaive looking to sneak on in and sip with a high ground advantage. Coming in from high, it's Glaive, get the kill on one, and now Flamey in a world of trouble. 1 versus 2, and he goes down immediately. And Astralis going to steal it right back. Triple for Glaive, captaining the team and also winning the round here.
Yeah, slow start for Glaive, but he certainly, these are the high impact frags that will make the difference for you. Astralis, surprising to see from Na'Vi as well. And I think these are nerves. It's just nerves. Na'Vi playing in front of the home crowd, I think, is hurting them more than it's helping them right now, to be frank, because it gets so quiet in here when things aren't going their way, and that's just going to mount the pressure. Nicely done there by Glaive.
Yeah, that was the kill they probably needed. Edward needed to win. He didn't have a lot of health left, so hard to see how that would work. Now look at the money here. Na'Vi force up anyway. They did get the bomb plant, so the pressure is on. The coin has not yet come solidly down on one side or the other here. It's up for grabs, but Device edging it one way right now. Gonna go for the peek and taking down Simple. Is he realizing there's a third player here? Getting dangerously close now, Device. Trapped in the corner. Is there any kind of help to be got? Dupree tries, but ends up getting dropped.
The Device just needs to be left on his own at this point. His teammates can't really help him. Na'Vi has still got full yard control. Glaive is coming through secret. Catches a man with a nade in his hand. That's Flamey. Just barely gets back to safety there. Very scary situation, and sure enough, Seized has infiltrated the back line.
No one's giving an inch right now. 2 versus 3. Flamey's carrying the bomb down. Seized has already cleared out that part of the map, so as long as he can get onto the site, he has the smoke as well for the upcoming plant here. This will be big for Na'Vi if they can win it.
He finds his kill. Oh, no, Seized! Somehow he finds that shot. Unbelievable. And he even spots out Device as well. He should have been dead, 100%. Seized, though, the hero, finds the key frag to make the difference. A 2-on-2 retake now for Astralis.
Sip sneaking in. Can he get the opening frag? Instant headshot on Flamey. And that leaves Seized. These first couple of rounds are so incredibly tense. A lot is going to be decided about the rest of this half based on who wins this 1 versus 2. Seized, he's been rock solid in this semifinal so far. He's going to have to step it up big time for his team. Still waiting. They don't have a kit, so they're going to have to move a bit quick. They close the door, tap the bomb once. Not that much time left, and Sip going to get the headshot. Triple for him, double for Device, and they will have the round. Unbelievably close here, but it will be 3-1 favoring Astralis, and Na'Vi, that's a real blow.
That's heartbreaking for Na'Vi. These chaotic situations, they just can't seem to come out ahead in 2 big rounds that they've lost now in clutch situations. But Astralis showing that they can keep their cool and work better together as a unit. And, well, I got to give it to Zipnix. That was a crazy just flick headshot right there. Flamey didn't even have a chance. Just got wiped off of the face of the planet. And now it is just this is the Hail Mary from Na'Vi, Anders. Like, 1 round on the board. What are we going to do? We're going to force 3 pistols, 2 rifles. Couple of nades on Simple.
Quick to be shooting out the ceiling windows there. This kind of a force, what are the chances that it can work? They've used all the utility. They are getting a bit close to Device out here, but instead they're going to wrap back in through Mini, taking down Dupree, then running into Glaive, who instantly clocks a couple of them. This grenade, oh, it doesn't actually tag up Edward, but Guardian is still very nearly down and out of the round. He will be dropped with the bomb as well. Edward 1-on-3, and oh no! The flames raining right into his face.
It feels like Alien when the alien's like above him and the acid blood just drips down into Edward's face. He starts screaming, right? Ah! The liquid fire just comes raining down on him.
It's good. It's good.
Oh,
like
man. Look at this. It's so harmful. He thinks he's safe, but it's all a lie.
That's unfortunate. 6th round is coming up. The Eagles are left here. Na'Vi, this is a pattern that's slowly going to start to spiral out of control for them. If they can't adjust this, if they can't make some sort of correction, Astralis can end up simply running them over in this first half here and in the map in general.
Well played. But this time Device did have the support. The Molotov goes down, and they won't be able to take advantage of it. Na'Vi, that one kill. Can't quite get to that M4. But Dupree has given up yard. Glaive is still out here. Simple on the high ground, but Simple does have that deagle, so he remains a threat. And Edward's going to leap across, so he will be able to pick up that M4 after all. Oh, no, it's just out of range.
They know it. They're using it as bait.
Yep, you want that M4. You want that rifle. And sure enough, it will do some damage. Well played, Edward. Well played. Finds one kill. But it's 5-1 in favor of Astralis, and now Na'Vi are going to have the money to buy. Guardian has his AWP, so it's a good time to go for the tactical timeout here. You get 4 per map, so you should start using it. Just let Andy, their coach behind him, can actually start having a say in how things are developing here.
You could definitely tell he's doing all the talking at the moment. 5-1 the scoreline. And the way we got here, I think that's the most shocking thing. Na'Vi actually lose the pistol, pick up the following round. That is supposed to give you a really good, like, sort of beginning to the half. And then they lose the next 4 in a row, including 2 bomb plants in the sort of 3rd and 4th round. That's what's really shocking, is they got so close all the time to doing it.
And that's why they're still able to buy like this. They're still able to get the AKs and play, to keep forcing up. And they're doing a very good job of keeping Astralis' money low. And so that's the light at the end of the tunnel here for Na'Vi, is that because these rounds are so close and because they keep getting kills, Astralis don't have all of the bank that they would like. And so there's if they can win one round here, Na'Vi, they'll put Astralis immediately on the back foot.
Glaive going to be the first warning to make sure no one sneaks down secret. A lot of presence, in fact, over by sort of ramp and secret, more than we normally see. Sips also rotated back down, and he's going to have such a good angle there. Could have maybe taken out Edward. Can shoot quite a bit through those pipes.
They haven't taken a single point of damage, Astralis. This is a perfect round so far.
Could have almost got the collateral shot behind him. The device will fall away. So now we have ramp control. But what are they going to do with it? They have no grenades. And we have to sort of stipulate here, this is more, you need these grenades in the B-bomb side. I know it sounds a bit boring to keep saying it, but it really is a fundamental part of the map.
You need the smokes to guarantee the plant, the Molotovs to keep them off the defuse, flashes to give you the space, and well, right now Dupree, he's gonna ruin that perfect streak of 100 HP across the board for Astralis, but he will find the kill. It's on Guardian and Simple now, the 2 heroes here for Na'Vi. Guardian with the aggressive peek. There's a man crouching at the back of the site. Device is lying in wait.
20 seconds. I'm not even sure it's worth it. Then they're obviously not being given any targets here. Astrala's waiting. 10 seconds now. They're going to go for the hunt here. Want to take these rifles away. 6 seconds. Guardian. Where's the backup? Simple. Nowhere to be found. Guardian gets left alone, and Simple trying to hide on the other side. He gets one. Can he stay alive? He will at least do that. Oh, but still.
It's the unscoping that did it, Anders. Zipnix had no idea, and then he just hears the that's got to be like the chill that goes down your spine as well if you're Zipnix, you know? Click, click, like this.
To keep it in alien terms, that's when your little radar on your arm says beep. You know.
Oh man, I love those. Are you gonna see the new one? Was it Confident?
I'm not gonna care about any other Alien movies until they get Sigourney to come back and play Ripley. I actually think she's incredible in that role, and it makes me so upset. I think they offered her. I think at some point in like 2011 or something, they said she'd be like the highest paid actress if she said yes to the role in it, and she didn't, and it's really upsetting to me. Because I love the Alien movies. I think it's such a great... But they've obviously completely ruined it now. You know, like, it's only the first 3 that really matter to me. Everything else about them, I just don't care about.
Really? You go so far as the 3rd?
Yeah, I think the 3rd one's all right. Like I said, 4th one is a bit weird, but...
then it starts getting like AVP, Aliens vs. Predator, all that garbage.
It's a real shame. The 8th round is coming up here. Again, Na'Vi with a questionable buy. I mean, they have the rifles, but again, it's all the utility that they're going to need later on. Still fairly slow progress, but I think the real problem is the money that's starting to build on the Astralis side, and it is slowly getting up there. Device sneaking up out of secret. He spots a couple of people. That container is paper thin. You can shoot all the way through it with an AWP, even at the low. Oh my god! Takes down, sees the Device! Oh my god, it's unreal! Dropping Guardian as well. The Device, I don't think he was expecting that much.
Oh man. Na'Vi just cannot catch a break. Device is not interested in cutting them any slack. Glaive finds a headshot as well. That's Edward out of the fight. Flamey and simple. I feel like we're saying this a lot, you know, 2vx for Na'Vi. And well, what can you do? You've got 50 seconds to work with here. Flamey with the bomb out in yard. At least they have that going for them. It's not dropped out in the middle of Antarctica or anything like that. But Dupree's waiting around the corner. Boom. There's the shot from Flamey to start things rolling here on the A site.
2 versus 4. What Kebu going to shut it down? No chance at all here. Simple getting shot in the back. That was Device coming up with the triple. 7-1. No bomb plant, no money. And 4 people surviving for Astralis.
And that was after a timeout, Anders.
Yeah.
That's after a timeout from Na'Vi. How discouraged are you if you're Na'Vi at this point?
What are these shots even? It's ridiculous. But I do want to make this point. It's actually because it speaks to sort of the mechanics of the game. That container is really weird. The first time I noticed it, it's so weird because even if you shoot through the short or the long side of it, it doesn't matter. It's the same damage reduction because the center of the box is hollow. So you're just penetrating the exact same surfaces. The bullet just travels a little bit further on one angle. So the container is sort of a weird object. It's very counterintuitive in that sense. But
how much does it do damage-wise?
It's quite. I think it's like 60 some damage if you shoot with the AWP through it. So
okay, then
plenty of damage. Yeah, it's quite a bit. I spent a lot of time playing around with it for a different reason, but it's worth thinking about.
Still, it is worth thinking about if you have an op and you're an op out in yard nuke. Now everybody's going to try and wallbang that.
I mean, if you're Dennis, if you're Seized, we're standing where I keep wanting to say Dennis. If Seized, we're standing where he is. That could be bad. Kebu trying to spray one down, but it's going to get stolen by Glaive instead. He gets the kill at the end, though. Now Edward, 1 versus 3. He does pick up a kill. 8-1 the scoreline here. I feel like if you're just joining the broadcast now, if this is when you turn on Twitch and you say, all right, let me see what's happening. You think, yeah, this is what I was expecting. 8-1, and you would have missed all the drama that was going on in the first 4 or 5 rounds where it was madness. Yeah,
incredible clutch rounds, basically. Now you're really just starting to see Astralis hit their stride. And Na'Vi, all right, Na'Vi now, it can't happen every time where you just get clotheslined. You can't take the time out, and then Device gets 2 shots through the smoke every round. So let's go. Let's see what they have in store for us here. Full buy. Oh, never mind. Good night. Look at that. Flamey's just like, I'm out. I'm out of here. Device.
Oh, Dupree is very aggressive. But he eventually will get revenged by Glaive.
It looks like Simple was able to bring it back. He takes the fight with Glaive and wins it, but Zipnix catches Flamey trying to work his way towards ramp into trophy room. Simple, mad dive, and he does get down to lower ramp.
That's a good idea. I mean, you can appreciate that. He was hoping that someone would chase it after him in kind of an unwinnable position there. 9-1. Top fragging is Device at 15-1 and 4. Gotta wonder here. Guardian is at 1 kill. Simple is at 3 kills. Those have been that has been the engine that has brought them to this point in the tournament. That brought them into the semifinals. And on this particular map, it is not functioning well at all.
No, it isn't pretty. Unfortunately, it is not pretty here for Na'Vi. The place is silent. This is when, you know, the Na'Vi fans need to start chanting. You got to try and do something for Na'Vi. If they're just getting beat up on like this and it sounds like a Morgan here, then yeah, you know, how do Na'Vi get back into it? Where are their spirits?
Glaive, I think he maybe saw that jump. Edward will go down. Sipnik's going to be getting the kill on Seized as well. Every round now, it just starts off in this way. What a flick, and Edward was a Flamey following up with a headshot on Glaive, and finally they get the kill on Dupree that leaves Sip in a 1 versus 2. That happened in just a couple of seconds, and now Sip, the last to go down.
There we go.
Guardian will pick it up. Man, that was so quick. I couldn't even find the words in time. 9-2.
That's all that DM paying off. All the bot challenges, the tap challenges, all that sort of stuff. We're going to see it again.
You know what?
Just snaps.
You know what it was? It's a crisp, clean lock. The memes. Forgive me.
I think it was a glitch.
I have sinned.
All right, we'll forgive you this one, Sanders. Just don't make it a habit. Oh, perfect counter. They're forced into the fight. They have to take it. Dupree will overrun him, though. Simple is out. But it is a 1-for-1, and in the meantime, Flamey out in the yard. Catches Device in the open.
Wave shuffling his position quite a bit, but they're a man down. Maybe we counted them out too soon. That's a headshot taking down Dupree. Flamey continuing. He's angry. This has become personal to him now. Sip and Glaive are left, but they shouldn't try and do this. Why would they go for the retake now? There's still more of this half left. They can still run out of money. In fact, they're really close to running out of money. I have no idea why they're moving in towards this. Glaive will get the refrag there on Flamey, but they should just try and walk away from this.
Looks like that's the plan here for Zipnix at least. He's made his way out to yard. And that's it. Finds the AWP. Goes a stomping. Seized, might have heard that as well. So yeah, you start to see Na'Vi peel off of the bomb. They realize what's going on. The main problem here is going to be Glaive, and he will succeed in finding the kill. That looked scary there for a second. I could have swore Guardian was going to whip around and take his head off. But 2 rounds in a row here for Na'Vi.
This is big. This is really big. 9-3. It's not done yet. It's not over. A tactical timeout being called here by the Astralis team. Let's see what's going to happen. The money is looking dreadful for the Danish side. If Na'Vi win this one, it could be 9-5, just like that.
This is the turning point. There we go. Can't help but try and chant along a little bit. Hey, that's... Trying to think what Astralis are going to try and change up now, because they just got countered trying to ramp rush, right? And they get incendiaried no less. So that's nuts, where that's going to be like, wait a second, okay, we can't necessarily go for that again. Device has been very effective out in the yard, but Na'Vi are obviously making some changes because he's gotten caught twice now. So where is it going to be? Is it going to be some aggression in Hut? We haven't seen much of that from Dupree.
No, you're right. He's been just playing on top of the Hut and shutting down the squeak door quite a bit. Glaive is out in yard again. See if he can make that work. Backup isn't there yet. Device is eventually going to come out of secret, but Edward will show up and he goes down right away again. Glaive winning that fight, and Na'Vi back to losing a couple of entries. Can they fight their way back? Simple. Charging through the smoke. You would think Sip wins that 9 times out of 10. Dupree got to get the refrag on Guardian, though. Yeah, that's a big kill right there, pushing squeak door like that. But you got to give it to Simple. He just saw the timing and he took it. It was perfectly done there to find that kill on Zipnix. Glaive showing himself in secret. He does have Dupree to back him up over there, so it's not too much of a weak spot. And the bomb is dropped all the way in lobby. The question is, have Astralis realized this? No, Dupree backed off in time, so I don't think so. I don't think they have that info to go off of right now. Oh, yeah. Dupree with a kill that he should have got then. Leaving Flamey alive. Let's see what kind of impact that's going to have on the round. It's just him and Simple left, scouring the map with just 44 seconds. They need to get back and get that bomb and fight their way onto a bomb site. This is no small task ahead of them. But then again, if they can't do it, then maybe this first half is just going to be almost all for nothing. 30 seconds left. They still haven't picked up the bomb. I mean, yes, they're checking everything. This is getting scary. Unless they find the shot on Kerry here. Kerry's in dire straits. He needs help. He's pinned down. 7 HP left on him. Where are the reinforcements? Still one hiding in the corner, and that was Device by the vent, and now Simple out in the open. A lot of trouble for him, and he ends up going down. Device patiently waiting, and Kerry managed to fall back just long enough that he couldn't get shot down. Device has got 17-1-6, playing against Na'Vi in the semifinals. Man, what a time to step up to this level. Just that Astralis are monstrous. They don't seem to have a weakness. Overpass, they dominated on, and here on Nuke, their CT side. A true thing to behold. Grail. So, I mean, now, what do we do? I think it's brave. I've met quite a few Astralis fans here in Kiev, but, you know, bringing the science into the venue and everything, got to be careful with that. I saw a hashtag to the stars out there, too. Yeah? There's a couple of them here, including yourself, obviously, Anders. Obviously. Dupree in the corner. With the instant headshot taking down Seized, again trying to control that squeak. Oh, he's going to shoot Edward in the back of the head. And more coming in from Dupree, a triple in total. And it will be an 11th round here, moving into the 15th. Can't even believe it. I mean, if that battle in the first 4 rounds turns out differently, now we actually have a really good shot at winning this map.
I just love how Dupree just looked so, you know, just like frustrated or like annoyed with Na'Vi. Just like, man, they just keep coming. I keep shooting them in the face. When are they going to get it? Like, just don't come to A side, man. I'm serious.
Yeah, he's not interested, is he? He made that clear already in the pistol round, I think.
Yeah. This is really turning into the Astralis show. And Dupree, there we go. Anti-rush grenades going down, and the wall bank shot onto Dupree. Okay, then. We haven't seen that in a long time.
Wow. A simple sneaking in, and there's the kill on Sip, looking for more. A headshot to take down Glaive. And now Kiebu and Device are left wondering what the hell is going on in this 15th round. They have been absolutely bombed out of it. Kiebu has not had a good game so far here on Nuke. Trying to sneak around and making way too much noise. Seized and Guardian coming in. Should be an easy enough kill. Not sure why Guardian didn't at least call for the help there. They must have known where he was. And Kiebu goes down, and now it's all on Device. The top fragger for now, but he's down there, you know, 1-on-4.
Nice shot, Lord Guardian. Guardian acknowledges.
Turns out the key to defeating Dupree in that wasn't to politely open the door and sort of take a gentleman's fight, right? Just shoot him right through.
Just accept that that's what's going to happen. Oh, Simple gets right around the corner. Perfect timing. Device will pick up one, but of course he's never going to expect the second man in lobby. And so we will get that 11-4 finish here.
I'm actually impressed that it is that.
Yeah, considering how things were looking. It was definitely just a bit grim.
Here's the issue. This isn't exactly the old version of Nuke, so the T side, I think, for the Astralis team is going to be really good. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be coming up right after a break, so stay with us, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. It is pretty much now or never here for Na'Vi. Second half, second map, second semi-finals. Final day here at the SLTV Star Series. FaZe are in the grand finals already, waiting. And Astralis, they are exactly 5 rounds away from making it there to meet their old in-game leader in Carrigan with a few new additions.
With the new in-game leader, where they've made like 7 semifinals and like 5 grand finals with. So it's like,
yeah.
they was just like, come at me, Carrigan, come at me, bro.
Oh, man, I can guarantee you there's going to be a lot of pride in that kind of matchup. If it happens, We don't want to rule Na'Vi out yet. They did get 4 rounds, and the sad thought is potential to get way more. This could have been 7, 8 rounds on the T side if they had won any one of the last or the first sort of 3 rounds there. Could have been interesting. They won the second round, but after that, if they won any of those last 3 of the next 3, then it would have been a landslide. Now, they got to win this pistol, and setting up for a ramp rush is Astralis. Flamey, he sees it, and he's smartly going to be falling all the way back. Does not want to encounter that Glock train. And now, falling back towards Toxic. I don't think he's fallen far enough back. He's way out in the open. He tries for the shot, but they're going to take him down. And now, back up, it's a little bit too late. Glaive trying with the bomb, maybe a bit early. Edward with a headshot on Kiebu. Still not done yet. 4 versus 3. No bomb plant happening, but Glaive fading in behind the silo to take out Device is Edward. One, and another one coming in on Sip. Suddenly, it's a 2-on-2. Edward jumping down in the face of Glaive. What is the madness?
That was the shot. Glaive just plant the bomb, man. What was that? Guardian as an afterthought annihilates Dupree. And it's all Glaive versus Guardian. Both of them low on HP. Guardian looking for the headshot. That's what's going to get him through this. Glaive is down to 23 HP now. And Guardian trying to make it just a little bit more confusing here for Glaive. Not going to happen in the end. Glaive hits the headshot, clutches it for Astralis, and locks down the pistol for his team.
Oh my God, a heartbreaking moment there. If he had managed to shoot out that window and sort of fake that he had gone that way, that would have been next level. 12-4 though, Astralis will win it in a 1-on-1. Now we've got to be devastated. They're sort of giggling and having a good time. I'm not sure that's a good sign.
It's kind of like, that's kind of just the giggle, you know, where your friend made like a joke about you, but actually it hurts a little bit inside, but you're smiling, you know, like it's just, it's not a fun giggle. This is not just like, haha, this is like, ouch, I'm in pain right now. Please make it stop. And Astralis, I think Astralis are fixing to oblige, because this is a hard ego from Na'Vi. Nothing bought. They're going to go for the force in the next round and try and stop Astralis in the 13th.
Okay. Smooth work from Sip. Simple wondering what's happening. They're jumping in. They will spot him out fairly quick, so...
Oh,
Edward,
boy.
It's a bit unfortunate. They did have 3 in ramp, and they've been killed 1 at a time. Edward charging in with a knife. He's going to stab Kirby. Picks up the UMP. Edward picking up the spray, but he's getting shot in the back. Device is there too quick. That was the hero moment. Could have been.
If you're going to go for big plays, now's the time, Anders.
And Kirby bringing back the God B response.
But that's so sick, the mind games. They don't realize Astralis. Obviously, they think, oh, it's my teammate running behind me because there was a pair of them. It all worked out perfectly for Edward. It's such a shame he wasn't able to convert it into 3.
A slight madness there, because they did have 3 in ramp room, and the first 2 got picked up with no possible response. Otherwise, they would have had like a 3-way crossfire there, but at least they have the AWP on Guardian, a scout on Flamey. It's now or never.
Yep, Na'Vi chance starts up. Give them your energy. They're going to need it. And Flamey finds a headshot. Here we go. We're off to a strong start for Na'Vi. 2 clean picks at the beginning of the round.
Kiebu gets 1. Device with a refrag on Simple. A lot of damage to both Kiebu and Device. And that actually does silence the crowd, although it shouldn't. Still a very good chance here Na'Vi can take this round away.
Certainly. Kiebu has still got that utility, though. He needs to put that to use. Dupree will find the kill on Edward. And now it's down to the 2 oppers.
Oh.
Or the pistol player. There we go, Flamey.
Execution style coming out. Flamey taking him down. Molotov onto Kiebu. He's going to have to move before the fire catches him. He just makes it in the window.
What?
It's about to crisp his butt. Kiebu now in a 1-on-2.
Oh, and does he manage to actually get this down to lower? No. Don't give away your position, Kiebu. They don't know where you're coming from right now. They're just running about willy-nilly. This could be brutal.
Shouldn't be giving him any opening. As soon as he fires this gun, it should be all over, and doesn't even get the chance. Guardian will take him down. Na'Vi 5-13. This is happening. Do you want to make a call right now, Semmler? Are they going to make the comeback?
No.
You say no?
I say no.
Or you don't want to make the call? Which one is it?
No, I think Astralis. Astralis have such a lead. 13-5. If Na'Vi can start chaining rounds together and establish a strong economy where they're not forced into an ego situation, okay, it's still CT nuke, right? But this is Astralis we're talking about. I don't know if they can actually give up a lead like this, if they have it in them.
All right. We'll see how it goes. They do continue with the buy here, Astralis, and considering that the round lead that they have, is it really necessary? I'm not sure. Probably could have just saved the round and gone for everything.
I think that their thought process right now is just like, we keep getting so close, they have no money. It's the same one that Navi was thinking at the beginning of the first half, right? They have no money. If we can win here, take a risk and win, we break them. This is definitely what Astralis are hoping to do here.
Yeah, we saw how that worked out for Navi. Might not be the best template to follow if you're Astralis. Glaive is going to be able to make his way up onto the rooftop there by Hell.
Yeah, Guardian spotted him as well. So now they're aware that they've totally lost yard control. They've been infiltrated. Nice play from Edward, though. Decides to take the fight to him.
Yeah, lose control on one part of the map, just take it somewhere else. Going to make life pretty difficult for Astralis. 3 people left, and well, I say that, but just 2. Guardian sneaking in after a good long while. The Dupree and Device can't really do much. 25 seconds as well to make matters even worse.
This is perfect. Are they actually going to manage this? Full 100% HP across the board here for Navi. You got 1 person left to find. Make it a flawless round. All right, find Dupree. Find Dupree. Ruin it for us.
And he did. 13-6 here.
That's actually a really painful kill. Out of all the people Dupree could have killed, he knocks off Guardian, who had the AWP. So they lose that 4750 rifle right there. That's not fun for Navi. It's a lot of money out the window.
Definitely annoying, isn't it? 20 kills on Device, 18 on Glaive, 17 on Dupree, 16 on Sipnix. Only Kirby down to 7. Said he did not have a good first half at all. A bit closer on the other team, where it's 14 for Flamey and then 9 for C, so not that big of a gap, really. Device charging all the way out on the rafters on the outside. And it will be Device to pick up the kill there on Guardian. Somehow he managed to get close enough without Guardian realizing.
Where did the op go?
I'm not sure. Edward, easy enough kill there. And that's going to be a clean-up round.
Yeah, good reestablishment of control here. Yeah, very clean work, very clean work. Sad day for Guardian. Will they find his AWP? They're looking, and again, did he have an op, or am I just hallucinating?
Oh, I don't know. You could be. It is getting kind of hot in here, so.
It is getting really hot, like sweltering. I just assumed that he had an op that round, actually. I was too busy watching Device, etc.
Yeah, I was looking for Device running as well. They certainly have one in this round. I think that was Seized picking it up, maybe. So 13-7, 21st round is coming up. Astralis back with the AKs. Are they going to go for any crazy fast play here? It's definitely always a possibility if you're playing on the T side. If you can blow up that door, the squeak door, and just try and run at them.
Oh, instead it's a very quick ramp take. Only problem is Flamey's been boosted. Trading it up for 2. That sets it up for Simple. The 1-2 combo, lining them up. Glaive is the last man alive in the blink of an eye. 32 HP left, and not for long. The aggression coming through. Seized. The showman playing it up a bit. Definitely we're not expecting Flamey to be up there, though. But they all focused. All 3 Astralis members focus on Flamey. That sets it up perfectly for Simple to come to the rescue.
Well, listen to that crowd. Yeah, you're right. Seized just waving at them, saying, come on, we've got this. We're ready. Just now, a 5-round gap between these 2 teams. The money heavily in favor of Navi. Astralis, we'll see what they can do. I mean, they don't get to play nuke that often at this level. A lot of teams will just completely avoid it against them. Even just for sort of historical reasons. Edward opening up with a kill there on Dupree. Not going to count Navi out yet. This game is not done.
No Glaive with the dig outside, no joy. Well, they're just slow playing this right now, Navi. They're going to get picked off one after the other, however. Zipnix is making his way into Hut, where he hopes to trade the kill. And Glaive had the right idea. That was the angle. Somehow Zipnix has found a kill on C's, though. This is still a lot of work for Astralis to get done, however. And yeah, Simple, very close by.
Like this from Guardian and Edward. Just a smart setup, I think, with Edward on the rifle all the way up top. 44 seconds and all the pressure on Astralis. They're a man down and they're just looking at the edges of this defense, trying to find the one crack in the armor if they can, and Flamey and Glaive right next to each other, but none of them noticing. And now there's Edward waiting. Glaive actually jumping down behind Flamey. This is complete craziness, isn't it? I'm not going to try and explain what just happened.
Problem is that bomb just got dropped, so there's no way for them to get the plant. Glaive actually just has to run over there and try and die at this point.
I would love it if we could go and interview them and discover that there was a moment where Edward calls out and says he's on the ladder, and then Flamey turns around and looks at the ladder, and there was no one there because Glaive just sort of jumps back down, like right at the right moment. It's absolute madness, isn't it? 13-9. 23rd round is coming up here. Another buy round coming out of the Astralis team, but they've just lost 5 rounds in a row. The pressure is going to start to build here. They can lose this map still.
It's been a long time since we've been hearing this chant. There we go. Na'Vi need it. 4 rounds separating them. And our nuke, that's not a whole lot. Not when you're playing CT side. We need to see some kind of impact coming in from Device. It feels like he's fairly quiet on this T side, looking for openings here. It's been very difficult for him to create any space for his team. Guardian has been out in yard pretty consistently. This time, though, Guardian, look at how far back he is. He's got 25 HP. He's all the way back in CT.
Nice. Hoping. Guardian on the other side. Doesn't want to give up the yard control. Even just his presence there is going to force them to spend more time and more grenades than maybe they would want to. It looks like they're trying to crunch the A-bomb side from Mini, and hot spray comes in from Flamey. He only gets the one. The return is there. Kirby with a headshot on Edward. Not like this, Na'Vi. They're so close to doing it. The flick is in, but Guardian can't find it. Molotov down onto the site, actually lands on the silo itself. That looked ridiculous. Now he has to back off for just a moment. Grenades are raining in. Does pop right into a grenade himself. Seized, ready, easy kill on Kirby. Now it's a 2-on-2, but the bomb is down and they're both in the hut.
And there's no incendiary. There's nothing to block them out of it. Zipnix is playing the long game. He's only got 2 points of health. It's on Glaive to take the fight. He gets spotted. Game is up. He's down to 72 HP, and Guardian's going to commit. Taking fall damage there. Guardian dangerously low. This could have set it up here for Glaive, and he will win that fight, but Seized is there to save the day, and there's plenty of time left for the defuse with the kit. Another close round. And a very interesting decision from Kirby. We have it on replay there.
Seized. How many times up until this point did he been the hero? He's not a top of the squad, but he's been having so many good rounds.
No, it does feel like Seized is coming into his own as well. This whole roster from Na'Vi gelling so well together. That was 6 rounds in a row.
Yeah, and that was the first bomb plant in any of those 6 rounds. That's worth paying attention to here. Glaive, the tactical leader for the Astralis team, calling a timeout. And I can understand why. The gap is now down to 3 rounds.
This is getting uncomfortably close. And now Na'Vi, there's no easy round in sight for Astralis. $12,000 on one of them. They're going to be able to buy for quite some time. And so now it's just down to Astralis, back-to-back grind. You have to just keep your heads down. And Zipnix looking for the early peek towards ramp. Not going to find it. Dupree will find nobody.
Bit of a yard. Seized. Taking some little bit of damage there. I kind of want to know from where. No one was spraying through hot, were they?
Not sure. Somehow, though, simple. He finds a kill on Device and gets away scot-free. No. There's Kirby to trade the frag. Takes very little damage as well. In the meantime, Zipnix catches out Edward. That was over in hut, and now they're out onto the A side already. Dupree. He has control, and he's going to be able to take the fight with Guardian, but Guardian somehow hits an incredible flick. Maintains the man advantage for Astralis, but it's not out of control yet. Na'Vi still have a chance.
Oh, unbelievable. Flamey trying to get out of the vent, lands a headshot on Zip. He should have been dead, but it's still a 2-on-2. Kirby coming in with the high ground, and the bomb will be going down. At least Astralis would have done that much. Now, can they actually win this? So close to Astralis all the time, but Na'Vi keep fighting their way back. There is a flank coming in as well. Seized. They're going to be right behind them any second. He's going to throw the grenade first, making a lot of noise. And now he needs backup. Flamey's on the other side. Can they make the sandwich work? Seized, trying for it. Flamey goes down. Seized, he's not going to make it work. Finally, Kirby gets put into play with a triple. And that's a good round out of him.
Excellent coordination there between Kirby and Glaive. That's, again, some trust in your teammates. Kirby is watching Glaive's back. Glaive is watching Kirby's back. They could just focus on their part of the bomb site that they needed to watch and land the shots when it came to. 14-10. And finally, Astralis get one of those close 2-on-2, 2-on-X situations to go their way.
Third round they've won on this second half. It's been a long time coming, but now they're just 2 away from having the victory here and moving into the grand finals. But the pressure is absolutely on. I can guarantee you Astralis, no. If they start losing rounds now, it could be over really quick.
Oh, yes. And there's just 2 rounds left that Astralis need to pick up here. And, well, simple. It's about time.
Oh, they've got Guardian isolated back there. It seems like Device knows, but if he stays here forever, Simple could take him down. Is there any communication happening? It seems like Simple has fallen quite far back, so not yet. Oh, what a dangerous peek for Guardian there.
And I don't think Device realized Guardian has got the edge. I don't think Device realized that he was holding from CT, that he got spotted.
We're going to find out in a couple of seconds. They do Molotov of secret to make sure that no one is immediately going to be coming out. Guardian, dangerous transition, but we'll make it back into hell.
This duel, 45 seconds left on this clock. This is taking forever, and yet no kills for either side. Now begins the push, and can Device deliver on the entry?
I don't think he can see Seized, but if they let them get far enough in, it can still get pretty ugly here. 29 seconds on the clock. Astralis, they're cutting it dangerously close at the moment. Kirby gets one. Glaive with a headshot, taking down Seized. And this might be everything they need. Now we have to think about saving maybe what they can here. The retake, if they lose these rifles, they can't rebuy. They can rebuy one of them to try and stay alive. It's better to save it. As painful as it sounds. Man. 29 seconds and they try and go for that push.
And the smoke down on main as well. Like Na'Vi have got to be feeling pretty secure once that smoke goes down on mini. Mini, main. We need to make up our minds. What are we calling it? We're calling it main? We're calling it mini?
The signs say mini on the map. I'm just saying.
Fine. NA wins. They can win something at least. You know, when it comes to
can they?
When it comes to naming things, you know. There you go.
I don't know. I think they're interchangeable. I don't care what people use. I think people know what it is anyway. That's the most important thing.
I feel like we've run a marathon. Can't even imagine how these players feel right now.
Well, especially whoever's going to be playing the grand finals right after. That's going to be uphill, isn't it?
Stress.
Certainly a tough game here. 15-10. 26th round is coming up, and Na'Vi, they save the rifles. They buy a few more, which they could. And it's all or nothing here. 5 rounds in a row is what they need to get this into overtime. Guardian moving into control. Squeak early on. Not going to see anyone.
No possibility of a return shot either, although Device has got it. Guardian has to be careful. If he steps out too wide, exactly. Steps out too wide, Device had the angle on Garage. There's the opening kill for Astralis. Device delivers. Man advantage now, and well, Simple, it's time for you to be the hero. Sure enough.
It's not bad at all. The dropping Glaive and falling down to 19 health is not great. It brings it back a bit. Have they got the setup? The bomb is really far back on the map right now. Someone's going to have to go and pick that up eventually. Just waiting. Device wants someone to peek. Kirby's making a lot of noise, so that in itself could force someone out. Simple down in the B-bomb site, trying to find a place where he won't easily get grenaded or molotoved or anything like that. Unlikely that someone would throw one there. Kirby goes down. Flamey They'll pick up the headshot device, creeping in, sees the gun barrel, misses the chance, but Sip will be there in return to pick it up, so still a 3-on-3, 30 seconds. Simple, this position could end up being godlike if he just waits long enough. Are they going to check the corner? He's all alone now. Simple in a 1 versus 3. He sprays, he can't stop the bomb, and he gets the 1 kill, turns around, but that's it. 16-10. Astralis going to make another grand finals here, defeating Na'Vi in the semis, and they're going to be facing their old in-game leader and Kerrigan on FaZe. What a lightning match that's going to be. It's coming up today with the impossibly sexy Sadokist and Henry. They're going to be casting the game, so definitely stay with us and invite all your friends. I can't believe it. I mean, this team they've proven a lot already. They're going to get a chance to win yet another big tournament.
Na'Vi as well. Na'Vi, this is a tournament that they really seem to come together. Guardian, Simple, Flamey, Seized, Edward, everybody had their moments, including Andy, their coach behind them, who I think is also responsible for this change, this evolution that we've seen in this roster.
Yes.
To make it to the semis here on home turf. It's not the finals. They're definitely going to be disappointed. But it's still a great performance out of Na'Vi.
Yeah, definitely the crowd still love them. You can definitely tell that much. Obviously, I think part of this came down to the map pool. You could see how hard it was for Na'Vi to outpick Astralis in that phase of it. So it was always going to end up like this.
Basically when you know that, hey, this is a strong map for us, but Astralis are also terrifyingly good on it, it's like, well, at that point, then, it really is going to come down to all of the small nitty-gritty details, the little mistakes. And unfortunately, to start things off, Astralis just made far fewer mistakes on Overpass. That allowed them to just crush through that first map. And while we see what they're capable of here on Nuke, holding their own.
Next up, it's the panelists. So, Alex, how are you feeling?